What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the chicken stock in there. So that's the remains of the chicken have been taken out the pot. The tria again, and I think Corrie's going to add the vegetable water in that. Sure, we did the right thing there of keeping the oil from the previous chicken. I've got reservations because you can see how dark the water is. I think we made a mistake, but it's totally thinking about it now. I think I would have just thrown it away and just put chicken stock water and everything else fresh, nice clear juice then. Anyway, we're going to use the Remoska now. In there I've got one bouquet garni, I've got one onion, one carrot, and the bay leaves that were in the chicken, which was 3, and a celery roughly chopped. I've added an extra pint of water, or 3/4 pints, so there's now about 3 pints of water in there. And I'm going to put the Remoska on. The Remoska, they call that the pressure lid. Put that on. And I'm going to put that because I know it's to make the button come up on this one. It's got to be on the simmer point, which I know is 3 on this. And we'll see. Well, that's the stock. I don't know if you got away with it. That's the pressure cooker, the pressure lid rather. And there's the stock. Well, there's the stock. It tastes alright, but very spicy. We'll see how it tastes once it's done. But I can get soy sauce or something in to get a bit of a saltiness. So there's the chicken. There's what's left. You've got to scrape the chicken. Right. This is the carcass. The stock made from the carcass of the chicken I did yesterday. Now, what I did was I put the bones in there, but I put it back into the Remoska Tria, in which I'd roasted the chicken. I think, with hindsight, you'd have got a clearer stock if I'd cleaned it first and then put the chicken carcass and did 2 pints of water and made stock in the normal way. However, this has got the spices because it was a Jamaican roast chicken I did. So this has got the spices in there, and so it might be quite nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my own version of a Chinese chicken hot and sour broth. So it's in there. That's all it's got in there. Is the chicken taken off the bone. All the stock making materials come off, and now I'm going to do my magic. The first thing is Shaoxing rice wine. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons. There's 1, 2 Shaoxing rice wine. Next I'm taking dark soy sauce. 1, 2. That's that. Now, here is a small amount of lemongrass. I'm putting that in early. I've also got ginger, about, well, I don't know, 1.5 inches, sliced thinly. That's in there. Now, I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave that to get to a simmer. And then what I'm going to do then is add the following. I'll show you what's in there. I'm going to add mushrooms, spring onions, but you see the way I've sliced them? I've sliced them on the angle. It's the way I do it for stir fries, because you can fry all of it at the time. And over here, just thawing out some prawns, about 150 grams of prawns. Prawns, chicken and prawns go well together. that's going in at the end. Some one portion of noodles. Also going in is a good liberal handful of bean sprouts, and then finally chopped coriander. And I think you'll find that'll be really delicious. So at the moment I'm just going to get up to simmering height. Right, well that's got up to temperature. I'm going to leave it just do that for a while. I'll need a spoon. Give it a bit of a stir. I might skim off that stuff, maybe. Anyway, that's good. That's going in there well at the moment. I'm now going to add the spring onions. The mushrooms. At the end I'm going to use chili oil and, well, I should have rice wine vinegar, but I don't have any rice wine vinegar, so I'm going to use white wine vinegar. And it's getting very near being ready. Right, that's there. I'm now going to add the noodles, which I've broken up. It's about 5 minutes those before that's cooked. And now I'll give that a couple of minutes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the bean sprouts, so 2 minutes for that. Right, well I've just left that for 2 or 3 minutes because that's, you don't need much with those dry noodles. And now the end results are all coming in. First thing, in go the coriander. Chopped coriander. That's done. And now a large amount, because you can't eat much of this, so really bung it all in, or bung in a fair bit. Bean sprouts, otherwise it gets thrown away. You can't get the percentage you want. So that's that. And now I'm just going to add the prawns, which are there. Prawns are now in. I'll give that a stir. Move it around. I hope that looks as nice as it smells. Give it a good stir. Right broth that. It's got chicken, remember, quite a lot of chicken in there. It's got spices in there, but for the sake of this I'm going to share the hot and sour. I'll put the recipe below, but for the sake of doing this I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon chili oil, and 1 teaspoon of rice, which should be rice wine vinegar, but I haven't got it, so it's white wine vinegar. That's it. Because lemon juice will do just as well, I suppose. Right, and that goes stir it around, and it is more or less ready. So I'll just give that a good stir. And because I put a lot of recent food in there, I'll just put the lid back on, bring it back up to simmering, and that should be about it. I'll take some photographs. That's it. On the table, ready to serve. We just put bread there to dump at the very end. That's it.